Hello friend and welcome back. Today we are talking about Geek Gorgeous's A-Game 20 0.2% retinal serum. This will be the second video in our budget-friendly beauty series. Who knows how many it will actually turn out to be. I have a very large bag full of things. Geek Gorgeous, although they are getting their name out there, I feel like at least in the US, they are still sort of a best kept secret of budget-friendly skincare. Everything that I've tried from them, I have absolutely loved. They have wonderful formulas. They are budget-friendly. They have good packaging. They're totally cruelty-free, pretty much vegan across the board. There are a couple exceptions. Fragrance-free, essential oil-free, just a really good, solid line. And it's not, their products aren't one-note products. They're not just single ingredients that you have to stack like 4 different serums just to get a decent routine. They're thoughtful combinations. They're the right concentrations to be effective, but still gentle. Their exfoliating lines are really awesome. So just a very cool brand. I'm always happy to try out their products. The only bummer, at least in the US, is the minimum for free shipping is a little bit high because they're nice, inexpensive products, so you wind up having to stockpile, and yes, that's a first world problem to have, but wonderful brand, so let's get into it. A-Game 20 is the latest. There are 3 A-Games. There's A-Game 5, 10, and 20. 5 is 0.05% retinaldehyde, 10 is 0.1%, and 20 is 0.2%. 5 and 10 came out a while back together, so their formulation is very similar, just a different concentration. A-Game 20, they did add 1% ectoin and a slightly different delivery system just because it's newer, there's newer technology available. I love how transparent they are because they fully say on the website, this was an available option that wasn't available when they came out with the 5 and 10. It is now stabilized and encapsulated for a sustained delivery with cellulose and tocopherol or vitamin E. So that's really nice. Just a nice sustained release throughout the night when you use it so that you know that it isn't going to like overly shock your skin at the front end. And then the ectoin is nice and soothing and barrier protecting. So that is a great additive, I guess, to make sure that while you're using a higher strength retinaldehyde that you don't see any of that irritation or redness that some folks can experience. Definitely still an advanced formula, so if this is your first time using retinaldehyde, try one of the lower concentrations. Start with A-Game 5, work up as you finish each bottle. As long as you aren't seeing irritation, you can step it up. Packaging, it is a simple airless pump package. I know we are finding out more and more that this isn't perfect system, the airless pump situation, but it is still one of my favorites because it squeezes out every last drop of product as you go along. It's great for travel. I like it. The only bummer about it is as you finish this, you don't quite know when you're actually finished until it's gone. You go like pump, and then there's nothing left. So it is definitely a lotiony texture. It is not like a classic serum-y texture, but it is nice and, light silky finish. It has that retinaldehyde smell to it. It's not offensive. It's not scented. There's no fragrance in this. It's just what the ingredients smell like. I think 1 pump is a pretty good measured amount for whole face and down through the upper neck. And then maybe another half pump in through the neck and décolleté or so, depending on your tolerance. It's got some allantoin, some panthenol, and a biosaccharide gum. All of those are going to help the ectoin just be soothing, moisture replenishing, and barrier protective so that you can use this long term and not worry that it's gonna irritate your skin. It's a wonderful formula. And the thing I like, this is probably the only subcategory in Geek Gorgeous where it's just sort of a one-note product, right? Yes, they have put some soothing ingredients in there, but the real active here is retinaldehyde. And I like that so that you can work it into your routine as you see fit. If you overdo it, you can just leave this out, or you can back down to a lower concentration. When you have those all-in-one retinoid retinaldehyde products, like they have your brighteners, your antioxidants and things like that built into it, it just bothers me because then it's harder to adjust your routine if you're like, oh, this is my all-in-one, but it's making me peel, or I know my skin's a little bit more sensitive today and I want to leave this out. Well, then you've just lost all of those additives. So this is just nice, especially if you're working up in your retinol journey, that you can work this in and out as you see fit and as your skin acclimates to it. So that happy medium of budget friendly, nice cosmetic elegance, and they're just so transparent about what they put in and why formulas change and pricing and all the things. So just love that. Down to brass tacks, this is a 1 fluid ounce 30 milliliter bottle. That's how all 3 of the A-Games come. It is $24 A-Game 10, the next step down, is $19 90, and then the lowest concentration is $14 90. So I just appreciate that they're very transparent, that this is what it costs for us to make a profit and to make it, and we're gonna adjust that accordingly. And it still doesn't break the bank even when you're on their highest strength. So thank you so much for joining me. Keep the suggestions coming. I'm running into so many good suggestions from all of you. And yeah, until next time, be well.